And I'm David, and let's talk about the premiere of Survivor 49. We are ready. All the sound has been checked. The video's working.
Okay,
we're good.
I think the mic is good. Y'all let me know if it's too low. But
Yeah.
hi, welcome. I'm Sarah.
And
did I already
you
do that?
did that.
Okay, what was
Let's
next?
talk about the premiere of Survivor 49.
But first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.
And you can support us on Patreon for this high-quality production
Aha!
at patreon.com/nerdtainment.
Oh my gosh, we have our premiere episode to talk about.
Somebody put in the chat if you can hear us.
Look
please.
at us, right
That was
on
a
time.
serious question.
Yeah,
Wanna
yeah,
make
no,
sure
if the
that
audio is
everything's
too low, please let me know.
firing.
But I think we're okay.
Can I share a controversial
Oh
opinion?
boy, hot takes already.
I thought this was kind of a boring premiere.
You know what? I was gonna say it's not one of my faves.
Yeah, a little slow. A little like, and I think you actually clicked me into it when we were watching, where you were like, we are an hour in TikTok. Let's get to something. And I was like, you know, it has been a lot of talking.
Yeah, and
And
I do love getting to know the tribes.
We do.
I don't want to lose that.
It's good for the storytelling to kind of like see all of these early relationships start to form, but just felt like maybe there could have been one more female, one more clue, one more something to break
I
up.
think no one found an idol. Like
Yeah.
that probably falls in there. Like we would have seen someone scurry, and then
Right.
people get mad that they went off. Like I think we just had an hour of talking.
Yeah, and like
and
building
then-
shelter.
Yeah,
kind of
building
thing.
shelter. Yeah.
But look, we're starting big.
But look, we love a Survivor premiere.
We do.
So even though it's not the best, we're still here for it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we're starting as we always do with people arriving on these boats. We're getting our, first taste of these people, especially if you didn't watch any of the press clippings that came out in advance. What characters stood out for you in this first part
Well,
of the show?
I did
here?
love Jawan started us off narrating about a horror film, and
Yeah.
he is an editor, so I really did appreciate that
Uh-huh.
sort of storytelling. I
Yeah.
liked that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went through just like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But as we started to get into the tribes, I really loved Nicole, and I'm not going to lie, I was really sad and mad by the end of it.
Sarah yelled when that happened.
I was like, well, now wait a minute.
Yeah.
First off, my predictions were somewhat wrong.
Oh,
This was not the tribe I thought was going to tribal.
yeah. You thought red.
I thought Red was going to go to tribal.
And they did not.
They still seem to be a bit of a hot
They
mess.
could be a struggle bus for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I was surprised that Blue went to tribal.
Now, a couple things for me up top. Jake is not from from Down Under, which I thought he was.
You thought he was.
He's from Sydney Hot Shots.
Hey, looks is just as good.
Who knows what that is? But it's like
I'll go see
it's
it.
a Magic Mike kind of carbon copy.
I'll go see it.
I thought it was kind of fun that we saw Jason getting to talk openly about being an alternate. Pulled back the curtain.
That was fun. Yes.
I
pull
didn't
it
know
back.
until 30 minutes before I went to sleep last night that I was going to be
night.
here. I brought all 3 colored shirts.
Which was one of my questions. I was like, do they bring clothes
Yeah.
for all tribes?
Yeah.
Boom. Thank you, Jason,
Answered.
for telling me.
And Sage admitted that she peed a lot on the boat ride into the beach. And I remember when we were doing our draft, and I was like, I'm not so sure about Sage. She seems a little off. And, Stephanie was like, look, she said the thing about the blackheads, but that's like one of many things she said. Well, I imagine she talked about blackheads. She talked about peeing a lot. She probably talked about pooping. Like, Sage is just no filter.
Later, Nate is going to say, boy, Sage just says whatever's on her mind. And may I say, yeah, she's a Sagittarius.
Oh, I'm welcoming it.
That is
Yeah.
our number one trait.
Yeah.
Is that we have no filter unless we train it into ourselves.
That's why she's got a YouTube channel.
Which, could you believe
Because
I've
she
actually
just-
trained a little bit of a filter? This has a filter. Sometimes it comes out like Sage.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Then we get our tribes. We learn Hina yellow, Uli red. We learned it's Kella blue.
Kella.
Kella.
Not one of the ways I was saying it.
No. Kind of like Hella.
I still want to say Kelly.
It's like, it's hella blue, I guess. Kella blue.
It's Kella Blue.
Yeah, Kella blue. And they are going to jump right into this challenge where they split the 6 into pairs. First one runs out into the jungle, gets some crates. The second one swims into the ocean to get more crates. And then the last pair does a puzzle. And this is for supplies, as it always is now.
Okay, before we dive too far into this,
Oh, please.
let's get right to a question here, Thomas.
Oh, here we go.
There is a lot of talk because there is rumors out there that we think we know who the 2 people from this season are that are on 50. And so a lot of people are upset that they already know, and so they think that means these 2 do well. I am not part of that camp. I don't think that everyone who's on 50 made it to Final Tribal. I think that we have a lot of characters who have good stories and maybe need a redemption. This is just my opinion.
About the cast that we know for sure?
About just being cast in general. Anytime we bring returning players back to Survivor.
There's a necessary continuation of their story.
Yeah.
They have something to prove.
It's not always that they did well.
Yeah.
It was that they were something exciting, something great.
And there's something new that they can bring to this new season.
Maybe, hopefully. Yeah. We hope.
They think, the casting people think there's something new they'll bring.
So anyway, that's just my opinion. Obviously, we don't know. We will not know until the season is over.
Yep.
So tell me what you guys think.
But
let's get that out right away. We're not going to talk about who we think it is because it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
So we don't do spoilers.
We don't do that.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're in our pairs. Right off the bat, Annie is not looking like a star athlete as she's running.
Oh my God, she's like, I do triathlons. I do whatever else she mentioned.
Well, this is definitely a marathon, not a sprint for her because she is not sprinting into the jungle.
And especially paired up with Jake. Because Jake is like, I would like to be
Speedy
voted
Gonzalez.
out ASAP.
Oh.
Look how strong I am.
Look how fast I run. Look how... I'm not just going to carry this crate back. I'm going to chuck it into the end zone.
Yeah, he's like, first...
Yeah.
Carrying back, and Annie's like, walking.
Yeah.
Not really, but yeah.
Not really. But sort of shockingly, because you preseason predicted the Blue was going to do well, they are in last place. Last place going out to the boat. I think it's Red is back with the boat first, and then Hina Yellow.
Yeah.
But Kella Blue is dead last place. But then it ends up that Hina Yellow is going to kind of shine on this puzzle.
Right.
Who were the
so
2 on the puzzle for Hina Yellow?
Nate and Sage get to Red first for the puzzle.
Yes.
Then on Yellow, it's Jason and Christina. And then on Blue, we have Sophie and Nicole. But Yellow's going to pull this out. They're going to win this challenge.
Yeah.
Get their supplies.
They get their supplies.
They get a pot, a machete, and a flint. They're happy. They go back to their camp.
Honestly, they were
so happy.
The tribe with like huge energy when they boated up to the island. Jeff was like, wow, you guys really know how to make an entrance. Like this tribe, there's just something. It's this collection of people where they've got big energy. They're very excited to be there.
Yeah.
Jason, obviously, he's an alternate. He's like, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Can't believe I'm here.
So now it's going to be send 1 red and send 1 blue to do this 1 versus 1 challenge for one of those tribes to win supplies.
Right.
And on red, it's a lot of, not me.
Did y'all hear that? They're like,
go.
I don't want to go. Do you want to go? I don't want to go. I was like, this is not what I want to hear from my fellow tribe mates.
I want to hear.
I'm going to
go. I'm going to win
well,
this
here's
for
my
us.
strengths. What are your strengths?
Yeah.
Let's figure out the best person to go. Not everyone just copping out.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you,
But
fire
nobody wants
signs?
to be the one out.
Yeah.
Left out of the conversations.
Sure.
Like these
That's
early moments
fair.
are so critical.
Just don't say it.
I might sneeze.
Okay.
But we're going to go to Yellow Hina first. Hina Yellow.
Yes. Because
we're
happy.
We're gonna go to the tribes and we're gonna we're gonna
go
camps.
Talk
we're gonna get to know people. Steven is revealing he has hearing aids.
Oh yeah, no,
yes.
I missed that if that was in preseason press.
I did too.
I did not know about that, but people notice it. He's wanting to talk about it.
Yeah.
And Christina seems like she's having the time of her life.
Until.
Except for birds.
Once she sees a bird, it's over. Game over.
Now, this is odd to me. I don't know a lot of people with phobias of birds except for...
Oh, you don't watch Maury enough.
Nicole. Wait, what? Maury Povich?
Oh, yeah. He used to have the strangest phobias on that show. People afraid of pickles running off stage because Maury pulled a pickle out.
You know what? I don't watch Maury.
Well, he's no longer on the air. But...
Had no idea that was a thing.
Yes.
I love pickles. And birds are fine.
Okay, yeah, I think
But remember
birds are
Nicole
fine too.
from Big Brother?
Yeah, she was
Terrified.
afraid of birds too.
Terrified. Here
Yeah.
we are. Christina, though, I love her energy. She
Me
seemed like she was having
too.
so much fun.
Yes, such a just a ball of personality. I like her a lot so far. Then Kella Blue, Jeremiah loves luxury. He's a Taurus.
I love a Taurus, and I love that he knows he's a Taurus. I know that he is into astrology. I know that he wants to be the first Taurus. I mean, like, I'm loving all of it.
And I write down, Nicole is so fun. I don't even remember what she was doing, but I wrote here in my notes, Nicole is so fun.
Because she was just
right
like, what is this tribe? Who are these people?
Yeah, she's like, who are these straight people?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
And she was like, oh, yeah, another gay person.
Oh, Jeremiah,
Yay.
thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that didn't help her at all.
No, it didn't. But Sophie, who Nicole seems a little drawn to here, Sophie's like, great, Nicole. I'm focused on the meat shields.
Yeah, for sure.
And Jake is my guy. Look at that guy. And Alex, why don't you come on over? Well, no, he's not even there.
Y'all.
And Jake's like, Alex will be in a final three with us.
Jake is in love with Alex. From the moment Alex was like, I'll go do that
Yes.
challenge. And Jake is saying multiple times, haven't you talked to Alex? Well,
Yeah.
I love him. He's going to be my dude. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, sir,
And by the way, he's right.
first off, don't tell everybody that. I don't think Alex had a choice.
Well,
Alex got back. I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah.
But he got back, and Jake was just
Jake was like,
I'm-
FYI, you're my number one.
yeah, headlock. We love each other. I was like, Alex doesn't even. He's just like, great.
He's like, what?
I thought I was left out. I came
What's
back
your
with
name?
no supplies.
Yeah.
But let's
Jake's
get to
like,
that.
forget it. Yes.
Let's jump to the supply
Let's jump,
challenge
yeah.
because what was that?
Alex.
That was funny.
It's too bad Jeff wasn't there to commentate
Commentate
this,
on that. Mhm.
because boy would he have had a field day.
Field day.
With the massive lead that Alex had, digging in the sand, and then Rizgod
For
copying
someone,
Alex's work.
for someone who puts God into their name,
Uh-huh.
he was going real slow.
He was ungodlike.
It was not very godlike.
No.
He was like slowly walking to get his coconuts while Alex is hustling. Then when he gets to the puzzle, Alex is already like way ahead. Rizzo was just like,
Whoa.
and I'm sorry, that looked like a pretty basic puzzle.
It's basically a jigsaw puzzle.
That was like a Melissa and what's the kids?
Kate. Melissa, what? Kids, what?
I tried to land a joke, but I didn't have it. There's a kids brand of very basic toys. It's Melissa and another name.
Oh.
Anyway, it was like that.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Rizgod doesn't even.
Thank you.
Melissa
forgot
and
it's my
Doug? It's your
husband's
husband's
name.
name.
Killed that joke.
Woo.
Real good. Oh.
Rizgod, though, doesn't even have all his pieces. Like, he misses a coconut. It's laying there.
Right?
Of course, the camera person's
At his
having a
foot,
field day
yes.
with that. But he's saying in confessional, which it's definitely easy to say in confessional once this is all over, I'm really bad at puzzles. Because, you were really
you
bad
was.
at that puzzle.
You was.
But they got the sound bites from him being like, I'm awful at puzzles, and we see that play out. Like, he
So
just,
bad.
he's literally like, pieces are scattered all over the table. He's like, what am I missing? And
What?
I'm
like,
you got to move things and try to fit them in slots.
I'm like, start on the edges.
Yeah.
Like, start there. What are you talking about? Do a puzzle.
Yeah.
But Alex is so far ahead that he's now like, I see the X on the map. I'm going to go dig.
I'm gonna
Now-
go dig. Rizgod doesn't even have all his pieces yet.
Y'all, was it just me, or were there two logs
Yeah. And the X was between the two logs.
marking where you're going to dig?
Correct.
You don't even need the map. If you just looked ahead, there is
Boom.
a
There
cordoned
they
off
are.
place.
So, look at that.
Yep.
Throw your puzzle pieces to the wind
Mess up your puzzle.
and start digging. And dig deep, I would say.
I guess. Is that the problem
Dig
here?
further
Did
down.
Alex give up too soon?
Yes, I think
Was
he
that
did.
the problem?
He didn't go deep enough.
Because he's digging and then he's running back to his puzzle, which by this point Rizgod is like,
Let me just copy his work.
which is, yeah, do,
And then
please.
Alex throws his body over the puzzle.
But still mess up the puzzle, sir.
Yeah.
And then he's still running back and forth, trying to dig. And then
Alex could have
won this
Solve
3
the
times.
puzzle.
Yeah.
messed up the puzzle, go and dig. Can't find it?
Put the
Go
puzzle
back and put the
together.
puzzle back
He
together.
probably could have.
See the X again.
Yeah.
Mess it up. Go keep digging. Rizgod would never have solved that puzzle, I don't think, unless he had been able to copy Alex's work. Because
Yeah.
he literally was like, I just brought my pieces over and placed them on top of Alex's pieces and saw where they were supposed to go. He was never going to put that together on his own.
No, which I'm here for cheating. Like, if it is
Me too.
allowed, go for it.
That's on Alex leaving his puzzle like that.
100%. And apparently it's also on Alex that he didn't keep digging.
Yeah.
Because once we get that camera shot of both of them digging, they're both literally digging within those logs. It could not have been more obvious, Alex.
Alex did, in fact, dig outside of the logs. And I'm like, sir?
Sir, they have cordoned it off for you.
It's right there.
So Rizzo, in upside down land that we're in.
In a godlike way.
Oh, there it is.
Rizzo won.
Pulls that wheel out of the sand and hoists that flag.
I think even he can't believe it.
No, he's like, Alex, you had all day.
Alex, wow, you really blew it.
This edit was hilarious.
Yeah. So Rizgod gets to go back to camp at Uli Red. Can I just say one thing about Uli Red, which we kind of skipped over because who cares about all this talking?
I know.
But Nate was like being dishonest about his like producing past because he doesn't want people to know how rich he is. And he says, my first job was on Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. And I'm like, that is a dead giveaway that you are an established film person. Because no casual moviegoer in America knows it as Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. They might know it as like,
I mean, I think.
By the way, I don't even know which one it was. I'm like, was it the one with Tobey Maguire? Is that what he's saying?
Well,
That's what I would know.
As everyone should know, David and I are DC people. We are not Marvel.
That's right.
But we could tell you what the Christopher Nolan Batmans
That's
are.
right.
So
Christian Bale.
The same thing.
Yeah. But I'm like, what? All these like normal people on the tribe, I would have been like,
I think Spider-Man
what is Sam Raimi?
Know. He's a very big director.
Yeah, but I just think like it's a giveaway of
that
like,
you know things.
Oh, I was just a film PA. Like,
yeah.
No. If you're calling it Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, you're an industry person.
When they were like, Nate, what do you do? David and I both were like, what's he gonna say? And he was like, oh, well, I started as a PA on the Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
That alone, which obviously he said I started as, like, that's not where he still is.
Yeah.
But that alone got everyone being like,
whoa! Yeah.
And they were excited at that, and I loved that was enough. He didn't have to say.
True. They just
I am
let it go.
A huge person in the Marvel industry.
I produce Oscar-nominated Marvel movies.
I loved that. So happy that Nate is keeping that close to his chest there.
But now Rizgod gets to come back. Uli Red is like, oh, thank you, Fred, for the super chat.
Yay, good to see Fred.
Everybody's thrilled that Rizgod, and I think honestly a little surprised that Rizgod has come back with the win. They're like, okay.
Oh my god, they are like, what? We had low expectations. Yes, you did it.
Now Alex is gonna come back to Kella Blue, which you've already said. Now Jake is like, my guy, and then we also see Jake not only embrace Alex as the number one, quite publicly, but now he shares every detail of his story. His pregnant wife. He's already talked about his dad who's going blind on the beach. So everybody now has a taste of what his final tribal speech is going to be.
Go find the receipts. David was like, I'm going to draft Jake, and I really hope he keeps all this stuff a secret.
Literally.
And boom, first episode, Jake's like, can I tell you everything about my life?
Every last thing.
No secrets there.
No. Mm-hmm. And then Hina Yellow, we're getting a little bit of Matt. Because Matt... He's basically like, I'm the Aussie of this season. I know how to make fire. I can do all the things. He's standing back watching all of these people try and fail to make fire. And obviously...
He's like...
people are clocking it. Because Steven's like, Matt, I can tell... you want to do this?
Yeah.
So why don't you just do it? It's getting dark.
But I think there's a level of Matt feels like the dad, and he feels like the older guy, and he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to tell all these people like how they should be doing it, but they're not doing it well. Yeah. And so eventually Matt is going to make the fire for them. Yeah.
Now, we start to see some real strategy take shape on Kella Blue. Okay. Annie has talked a big game about all these physical things she's done in her life, but she's never done anything with a social component. Oh. And that means she's going to wander off into the jungle by herself. And everyone's going to be like, well, what is she doing? She's obviously looking for an idol. Yeah. But Alex is saying, no. I come from the David Marker School.
Yes, he does.
I love old women.
I love older women.
I can't quite say old woman
but he's
to Annie.
Stumble through it.
But I'm going to say like English teacher. I'm going to say... grandma.
That's worse than mom. As we were watching that, I was like, David, get your words together now.
I know.
Because
Sarah literally, she turned around in her chair and she said, now what are you going to say when you try to work with the old woman?
Because he's like, I love people like you. And she's like, and that.
What do you mean by that?
Mm-hmm, what is that? What is that?
With
and then
braids?
he's like, boop, 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 boop. She's like, if you call me mom, I'm going to throw
He's like,
you
not mom, grandma.
Grandma. Oh, I was like, good Lord. She just heard that for the first time in confessional. And she was like, Grandma.
Truly.
No. Okay.
Then we also get, on Hina Yellow, Steven is starting to show some early paranoia. You know.
It seemed like anxiety.
Yeah.
Like he starts talking about his like high school being triggered.
Yes.
Which we've seen before. There is something about like losing all your comforts and being triggered.
Yeah. But that is concerning that it's like day 2 and you're already kind of starting to lose it and thinking like, what if it's me? What if it's me? He clearly has not found a person that he feels like he can trust, you know, unconditionally at this point. And then back on Cala Blue, the bromance is rubbing people the wrong way.
It's a little in everyone's face.
Sophie's like, we're supposed to be a trio and you two are very much a duo.
Yeah. And Jeremiah's like, couples look the same. As we get the shot of them both like drinking their water together.
And so then Jeremiah's like, Sophie girl.
But he's like, but I need to get up in this group.
I'm going to make this a 4.
Yeah.
And so Sophie, let's talk about it. You, me, Jake, Alex, meet Shields, let's do it. And she's like,
but as long as we're number ones. And he's like, that's literally what I'm doing.
He's like, I just told you everything.
I just told you. That's how this works.
I gave you my whole strategy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he cackled.
So, yeah, oh my God, that laugh.
If I could nail his laugh, I'm going to work on it, guys.
Yes.
I'm going to work on it.
That is truly the impression of the season.
This is the impression of the season, yep.
But that foursome feels pretty solid, I would say, on Cala Blue, at least at this point in the episode. And then we also get a 4 on Uli Red. Because Nate he has his, like, great, I thought, rad dad sock moment where he's like, oh my God, why did I bring a sock that says dad on it? I don't want to highlight my age.
No.
So he's like, throw those in the fire, and he very quickly gathers up Savannah, Shannon, and Rizzo.
I mean, it seems that way. I don't know if that's real, but it seems that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see these 4s start to form. I guess that's what you need. You got to get one more than the majority. One more than half. So that's it. Okay. Immunity challenge.
Finally, at this point, I
skipped over a lot, by the way, because it's like, who cares? Let's get to the immunity.
If there's anything we skipped over that you guys want to talk about,
throw
it in the comment, because it was just a lot of getting to know these people, which, again, I'm glad we got to know them, but I need a challenge. So let's go to immunity plus reward, which is the toolkit.
Should we talk about the idols?
King and Queen?
I literally laughed out loud when he pulled off the thing.
I kind of love them, though.
They're
a bit iconic.
They're not
I do.
my taste. I think if I were an executive producer and the prop master was like, here's the design, I'd be like, let's do another pass. I'm not loving
so over the bat wings and the devils and the skulls. I'm so over that like deadly, terrifying stuff.
Sure.
That I was pleasantly surprised by like Trident, King, and Queen.
King and Queen of the Sea, I guess.
But I will say, David and I both were like,
which one's for first place?
But which one will go to first place?
And we were surprised.
We were pleasantly surprised.
Yep. It's been a minute, I remarked as we were watching, since we saw this giant serpent.
This big old serpent.
It's like a 50-pound serpent or something like that. 3 of them that they've got it. They have to go out in pairs through them. Maybe not through the mud.
Yeah, there's like a net first.
It's the net.
And
like
then the mud. Yeah.
Okay. And then they're...
a rope tunnel, I said.
Yes, the rope tunnel. And then they have to untie the serpent. But all 3 pairs of 2 have to carry this back.
Yes.
So it's not just like Jake can do it and then they're done. Everybody on the tribe has to carry this back.
Right.
And Cala Blue just really sucks.
They lost it.
Yeah.
They ran out fast, and then their team was like, "Where'd they go?
Yeah.
Where are they in the jungle?
Yeah.
Where'd they?" And
they're
other teams come back first.
Oh yeah.
And they're gonna fall behind here.
Yeah.
Yellow is gonna get to the puzzle first, so it's ending on a puzzle where 3 people have to work together.
Oh yeah, I kind of liked this twist on that like serpent puzzle thing.
because it's the ball that goes around, which we've seen in different iterations. But 3 people having to manage it is always going to be hard.
Yeah.
How do you communicate?
Yeah. But Hina Yellow just seems to be communicating quite well.
They sure do.
They didn't take up a lot of the edit time with like drama of communication, except on Kella Blue, who ends up losing. But Hina Yellow just gets right through it, and that's 2 challenge wins in a row for them.
Let's not skip over the most iconic moment of this.
Oh my
challenge.
God.
Jeremiah can't see out of the mud.
He's
in
like,
his
how'd you
eyes.
get the mud out of your eyes? And she just spits in his face. She goes, well, that's a first.
And that's why she was voted out, apparently. I don't know.
I mean, if someone spit in my face, I'd have a hard time with
I
that.
think you need to warn somebody before you
Give me
spit.
a heads up.
You've known him for 24 hours. I just need a little
You're not my
heads
friend
up.
yet.
Yep.
So don't spit
It
on
was
me.
a bit abrupt. I loved it, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot to be on the receiving end of that.
Hina Yellow, again, first place. Uli Red, second place. Kella Blue is going to Tribal Council. Really, the only drama during the Serpent maze was that Kella Blue dropped the one time.
Right? Everyone else seemed to they go slow, stress out, yell at each other, but they got there.
Yeah.
No dropping, or at least that we saw in the edit.
Yeah.
But at the very last minute, Blue
I
is
guess
gonna
maybe
drop
it was kind of a no drama immunity challenge, and that's why we got so much of the edit of like talking at camp, because they couldn't really make a meal out of this immunity challenge, I guess. So at this point, my prediction was Annie.
You did. You said,
Because I
it's
thought
Annie.
I saw how she ran.
Yeah.
I saw how she couldn't carry the crate.
We
and then-
barely got her in the edit. She's not talking to anybody.
Yeah, and she was off on her own, not
Yeah.
socializing. And then when she went out with Jake again for the Serpent, she just didn't seem to be doing great and keeping up with him. So I was like, she just seems like a weak link physically on the tribe, despite her insistence that she's a triathlete. And I thought she's kind of socially ostracized as well. I think we can say goodbye.
Yeah, I was like, I think, Annie feels like the odd man out. I did talk about that astrologically, that she kind of stands out different from her tribe, so
And
not surprised.
I said, Annie, my reputation is on the line.
Oh.
Because I drafted you, and I said, I think this woman is more of a Chrissy than a Debbie. Which actually I think is kind of an unfair,
Comparison?
Debbie made it a long way. Debbie did well. Even though she was a kook,
She's a kook.
she still made it far. But I really predicted, what I meant to say with the Chrissy versus Debbie thing is I think she's going to work her way in socially and really run the game and maybe win a ton of challenges. And now I'm really questioning that prediction, and I was worried at this point.
Yeah.
Wow, I was so wrong that she's going to be the first boot.
Yeah, no, I really thought she was the first boot. It seemed like that was fitting, that she just wasn't connecting with her tribe. I think she does have really great boss energy.
Yeah.
But she has to connect with other people.
That's the thing. Socially, she's not there. And what I will say is, if you ever feel like you're going to have the first boot, never underestimate Chantel's ability to draft the first boot. So.
And that is really what you got to remember. Is that by the time we get to this, I was like, who did draft? Guess who it was?
Oh.
It was Chantel.
Chantel.
Yep. R.I.P. R.I.P.
But we get back to camp.
Wait, before we get into camp,
Okay.
people want to talk about the shoe napping.
Oh, the shoe napper.
the
We skipped
shoe
over that.
bandit.
Yeah, the shoe
Uh-huh.
bandit. What'd you think?
What are you doing, Jake?
I'm a little
What?
again, I'm not your friend yet. So why are you stealing my shoes?
But why are you stealing shoes?
He's clearly bored out of his mind.
It was the most bizarre, wielding of chaos.
Yeah.
I like chaos.
Yeah.
But to just randomly take people's shoes makes me... Oh, we didn't get to see this in the edit, but you have to imagine most people are like, somebody is doing this.
100%.
Who else is... There's no other option. It's not a bird.
I'd be... This would be me. I know I didn't do it.
Yeah.
So which
Well,
of you stole my shoe?
My shoe. I
Yeah.
didn't do it. Did you do it? Who did it?
And there's only 5 people for me to ask.
And honestly, I'd start to get real angry.
Me
I'd be like,
too.
don't touch my stuff.
Yeah.
And
Stop
so
stealing my shoe.
Good thing I'm not on Jake's tribe, because
Yeah.
apparently Jake's just having a blast.
He's having a ball messing with people.
telling everybody his stuff
Yeah.
and stealing shoes.
Okay. Anything else the chat wants to talk about before we get
Also,
back to
wait, was the set a Paradise theme? Did I miss that? Is this real? Did it give, like, the king and queen vibes, like, with the set?
What are we talking about?
The set.
Divine realm, like paradise theme?
Well, we were talking about the idols, the king and
What's
queen.
divine realm?
I don't know, like a
Like God
divine
realm, like gods and goddesses?
There's like a king and queen trident. It's a god, yeah.
I don't know if it's the 2 glasses of wine, but this is fully going over my head right now.
David doesn't
that
comprehend.
Collection of words, I don't know what that is.
Comprehend words.
I'm sorry.
David cannot comprehend, but I missed it if that was a theme. But I liked the idol, trident, gods, whatever. Okay, great. Back to the tribe.
Camp. Immediately the talk is about Nicole.
Wait, I was like, what?
I was shocked.
What?
I didn't clock her.
She did have a social game, did she not?
I thought she was quite likable. I wrote down in my notes, Nicole is so fun.
Yeah. I'm over here being like, Nicole is giving us great confessionals, such good commentary.
Yeah.
Star of the season.
I agree.
Can't
I thought
wait
she was
to see more.
I literally predicted she would be the narrator of the season in our draft. So I was shocked because I just didn't clock her as some sort of like physical weak point during these challenges. I was so focused on Annie, I guess, and maybe I was extra focused on Annie because she was like with Jake. So like probably anybody next to Jake is going to look really bad at challenges.
Right.
But I thought just for sure it was all going to be about Annie, but it's about Nicole initially, and then we get what I thought was a great confessional from Nicole where she's like, I was a financial fraud analyst or something.
Yes, she is a financial fraud analyst.
So I'm fishing for red flags. How is what you're telling me different from what the last person told me? And it kind of to me felt like they were setting her up for some great clue hunting, fact finding mission where she was going to discover that it was her, and she flipped it somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this was a great edit. She's building it up. So then she's like, I'm looking for red flags. And then boom, next scene would be her creating a new side alliance or finding an idol or being like, let's turn it on Jake, whatever.
Yeah.
And she instead goes, so I'll play my shot in the dark if I have to.
Sarah goes, how about we try another plan?
Or come up with another plan. You're just going to play your shot in the dark?
You're not going to pitch anybody else as the target?
Oh, okay.
Right.
That was unfortunate.
Well, then she fully Ralph's on camera.
Oh, that was also unfortunate.
And I was like,
oh, that poor thing.
Well, maybe she has a physical weakling.
Oh my gosh, that was just like out of the blue and just like
out of
as
nowhere.
She's standing.
I don't think I've
How
ever
do you just throw up as you're standing?
Classic Davidism.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever seen someone throw up on Survivor before.
It's never happened before, David. You're
For
correct.
the first time in Survivor
First time
history.
ever. Yep. No, I like. Don't you like start to feel like sick?
Yeah.
And then you like lean over.
Yeah.
She doesn't do that.
No.
She's just like, I think I might be some upright, all over her.
Splashing through her fingers.
Oh, poor thing.
That was rough. And then she's, drinking water.
That was on TV.
And then Annie.
Annie's literally
she's not the target.
Like, and Annie's like, yeah, I know I'm not the target. It's all good. But so like down in the future, Sophie, is it Sophie we're talking to?
Yeah, it's Sophie.
Sophie, we're gonna get out Jake and or Alex, right? Like we're gonna split them up, right?
She's like, so Sophie, what I'm hearing is we're safe this time.
Yeah.
Next time.
But next time
we're gonna target them, right? I'm like, this is not the moment.
I was like, first off, Annie feels so comfortable.
Yeah.
That she's like, yeah, don't worry about it. I believe you.
Yeah.
And then she like reveals information to Sophie, which should be fine if you really are close, but you don't know at this early stage. And Sophie runs that right back to the dudes.
Of course she does. Because her pact with Jeremiah was that she's going to tell him the whole truth about everything.
And Alex
she decides
and Jake?
to share with Alex and Jake in this instance as well.
I mean, she could have said, Jeremiah, let's go ahead and take out Alex or Jake right now.
But why would you do that?
Well, because here's the point I made earlier, was that they already lost.
You want them to keep losing?
No, but I'm saying, obviously, you don't need any one person on this tribe because they lost. So you can't tell me, well, we have to keep Jake to win. I'm like, no, we already lost with him on our tribe. So I'm not convinced, but I am convinced that he will win every individual immunity if he gets there. So even though it's really, really early, I would go ahead and just take him out right now.
Well, that is an interesting strategy. I don't think if I was on the season with you, I'd do whatever you said, Sarah,
That's right,
because I know you. But if I didn't know you, I'd be like, I'm not sure I'm buying that logic, because we may have lost, but Jake was clearly the most capable physically. And if the future challenges are anything like these, we're going to need someone who can carry crates, who can carry a 50-pound serpent, who can run at 150,000 miles an hour. And that's Jake. So I would want to keep him and drop some dead weight, because these are really physical challenges at the beginning of the season.
That's fair.
But Sophie's like, thanks for trusting me, Annie. I'm gonna go back here, and she's basically just priming the pump now for like, Annie's got to be next, because clearly she's coming for you meat shields before the merge.
And we're gonna get our like typical red herring edit of like,
maybe we should flip on Annie.
Maybe, but it wasn't believable. They didn't give us enough, because I think that conversation didn't go any further.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, we'll keep that in mind for next time.
Mm-hmm.
But so I was like, oh, boo. At this point, I was like, oh wait, I'm really disappointed. I think I really wanted to keep Nicole.
Yeah.
So we go to tribal.
Nicole has a moment where she kind of like clocks everybody on the tribe, and she's like, oh, Jeremiah's like towel service, doing the laundry, Jake is Thor, Alex is Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky, and everyone's like, wow, she really got a read on us.
And also, how entertaining is she? We're gonna get rid of this?
I know. And Jake's like, you know what I'll say about Nicole? She tries her best.
And she was like, thank you so
The
much.
backhanded compliment.
I was like, dang it. Why are they getting rid of her? And then Jeremiah, honey, loose lips, Bubba.
Oh, boy.
He says, well, we narrowed it down to 2.
And guess what? It's going to be a blindside.
It's going to be
because
the other one
both of those
doesn't.
two think they're in the majority.
Just like, did I hear you right that there's 2? And he's like, yes, you did. Let me keep saying it. I don't realize that I've said this at all. Let me say it again.
Yes.
The other one of the 2 is going to be, And I was like, oh, dear.
I mean, he's telling the truth.
It is the truth.
But that is a level of comfort in your position in the game that is bold. But comfortable he should have been, because it was 5-1 Nicole. He was...
Well, I was hoping, because Nicole did kind of perk up to like, oh, the 2. I think I would know who the 2 are.
Why would you not play your shot in the dark? You told us earlier you were going to play the shot in the dark.
I was like, okay, red flags. Ding, ding, ding,
yeah,
ding,
there
ding.
they are.
Play that shot in the dark, since we didn't make any other moves.
Yeah.
But turns out they did not, and we're just going to get the typical votes. All Nicole, except for Nicole's vote for Annie.
Yeah.
And that's that. Nicole is gone.
Kind of a bummer. I really loved her personality a lot in the preseason.
So fun. Mm-hmm.
So, Annie's still there.
But for how long?
I didn't even... I think the shoe bandit continues in the next episode.
Yeah, the preview next was all just like a hodgepodge of typical.
But it ended on Jeremiah's laugh, and I'm like, end every preview on that laugh.
Yep.
That laugh, I think, is going to get more and more evil as
I love it.
The episodes continue, and I'm very into it.
Give me confessional points, please.
Yeah.
I still, even though I predicted that Red was going to be the Hot Mess Express,
they could still be.
Weren't this episode, I still feel like they could be. I feel like Blue might get it together.
I think so too.
And that might give Annie time to work on her social game and like get in there.
I hope so. She needs to get a clue with that.
But Yellow, I think, feels like they're okay.
They seem good.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily like.
Not like they're
it's
the
not
strongest,
like a
strongest,
yes.
but like they're
it's
okay
not
together.
the tribe that I'm looking at and I'm thinking, wow, physical threats. Christina is like just personality. I think she's gonna be all social game.
Yeah.
Jason is an alternate. He's just kind of like a goofy nerd. He's there's nobody that I can think of on that tribe. Well, MC. MC is like the Jake of that tribe.
Yeah.
She's a fitness person, whatever. But it just doesn't. It's a little surprising. I guess they just click. Their energies work.
So far, we'll see. We'll see if that unravels. Well, like we said, we are always excited about a Survivor premiere, even if it wasn't like the top tier of them all.
Yeah.
I do have high hopes for this season.
Of course.
Lots of great characters. Let's see. We will be here weekly recapping
On Thursdays.
but on Thursdays,
Yeah.
right? Tomorrow night is the Amazing Race premiere, so we will be live right after the Amazing Race premiere. But starting next week, we will go into our normal rhythm of recapping Survivor on Thursday nights.
Yes.
Also, I will be talking to the Survivor players who are eliminated on Thursdays, so make sure you're subscribed. Hit all that buttons, all the things you need to do.
Very nice.
To stick with us this season. Was there anything else we need to say?
Did you say Amazing Race tomorrow?
Amazing Race tomorrow. See us here for that.
Yes.
Everybody in the chat, thank you so much. We're so excited to have you back this season. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, and thank you for the super chats and super stickers that
Thank
y'all have sent for
you.
this stream. And if you're joining us later, please leave a comment. It helps the channel. And let us know what you thought about the premiere, who your favorites are. How did you feel about Nicole going home?
Ugh.
And do you agree with Sarah? Does Uli Red have the potential to become Hot Mess Express?
Right. I
Let us
mean,
know
who
your
do you
thoughts.
think is going to be the strongest tribe
Yeah.
with tribals and such? Yes, thank you. Hit all of those things. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.